about 10,000 years, people have used the Four Corners area of Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona. Not too much is known for the first 8,000 years, except the people were hunters and gatherers. About 700 AD, the first substantial presence in the Hopi Mesa area was established in Antelope Mesa. While they located on the mesas for defensive purposes, the Hopi territory was vast. In 1882, President Chester A. Arthur established a 215 million acre Hopi reservation. Today, the Hopis are known for their beautiful pottery, jewelry, and casinos.
My name is Ray Coyne, and I'm from the Creechwood clan. Tepung were actually in Hopi, and right now we're standing in front of the Hope-Velabakavi Community School where our program takes place. When I look at the kids, the Hopi kids, I find that they were probably the most important resource that we have for Hopi going into the future. There was nothing really being done, I felt, about helping and encouraging the kids. I think you need to start at a young age to encourage the kids to pursue their aspirations in life. So I felt that if we started a program, my main emphasis would be to bring people out and whatever talents they had, in whatever profession they had, and to talk with the kids, tell them about how important education was, tell them about their life experiences so that the kids can better understand what awaits them in the outside world.
I'm Frankie Ramey. I live at Horseshoe Bay, Texas. My profession has always been Director of Youth in the Methodist Church, and that's where my experience with children has been. I wanted to do something in the way of service as I traveled, and I looked in the Elder Hostel catalog and found a service program here at the Hopi Reservation. I had such a wonderful time, and I saw such a need for volunteers that I went home and coerced my two brothers, who one is a science teacher, the other a historian, to come with me the next time.
My name is Bob Montgomery. I'm a retired teacher from Texas. I live in Houston. So I volunteered, having been a biology teacher, that I could help them. And the long story short is that started me teaching classes. And I was used up that week, literally teaching classes to students on every science subject you could imagine.
Education is a new thing for Hopis in general, because it's something that wasn't introduced until the late 1800s, and certainly Hopis resisted that for quite a long time. I'm sure that families encourage their kids to go to school and learn, but it's not being encouraged to the extent that I would like to see it done.
My family and I, my brother and two sisters and some others, decided we should form our own foundation, a 501c3 entitled the Friends of Hopi Foundation. And we started that foundation so that we could raise funds to purchase things that are useful for the teachers and the students in the schools that we volunteer in.
I think one of the things that the foundation has done, which I'm very grateful for, is that we've been able to have donations come in to buy some of these supplies and equipment for the schools, and that sure has been a plus.
This year, for example, we bought listening centers for the schools so that 2 or 3 children at a time could listen to a book on tape with a headset and to read along, which is one of the techniques of teaching children to read or to increase their fluency, is to have them read the book themselves while someone else is reading it. They hear it verbally and see the pictures and the words at the same time.
In meeting with some of the administrators and teachers, a lot of the stuff that the foundation has donated to the program has been very useful in the classrooms.
They would be good because for the outside people to come in, because suggestions come out from outside sources?
I've always used the example that our kids, they watch TV and they're familiar with the internet, and they go to the nearby towns and cities. And they go to Walmart like people do, and they go to the movies, and they're exposed to a lot of things on the outside, but they really don't have any contact with the outside on a person-to-person or people-to-people basis. And I think that's where I find the Hopi children lacking, is being able to communicate and talk and be around the outside culture. There's things that are changing in the outside world, and we need to change along with that.
Their enthusiasm to learn about you is really great, and what you do and how your life is different.
Coming to Hopi makes the children become aware of that there's friends out there.
I sort of looked at myself growing up in the outside world, that I had a lot of influences from the outside, and a lot of people helped me in my life and decision making and so forth.
I personally feel that it is great that we have that kind of group of people that are coming around and wanting to help.
We can always use more teachers up here. We've only reached 2 of the schools that we work in, and there are 2 more that we would like to work in if we had more volunteers.
We need younger people who have the opportunity or the time to come and help.
We're always in need of funds to purchase the things for the classrooms.
Those that are the Friends of Hopi, I think they are doing great. We, as a staff at the schools, encourage them to continue providing services.
The biggest reward for the whole thing is the children. It makes you feel wonderful when you walk back in that door and they come out of the classroom and remember having you in their classroom last year, and that's been the biggest reward.
The Hopi people are very humble, and if you speak loud, they just listen. But if you listen, they'll speak loud back to you.